guys, so welcome back to Plotting in Pyjamas. Today's video isn't actually a book review. I know, it's a bit of a shock. I think I've only ever produced one video for this channel so far that isn't, and this is going to be in the same vein as that one that I produced earlier this year actually, last month. So today I attended the Meet Cute Book Fest. I think it was in Elstree, and it was really good. So I'm gonna go through my experience of it and also show you everything I got from the event. So I don't know where to start. My sister actually found the event and sent me a link, so I went with her. And when we arrived, she had our ticket scanned and we got these little bracelets to show that we were actually there, so that we could come and go as and when we needed to, basically. You have to keep them on the entire length of the event. I still have it on. I haven't taken it off yet. Yeah, I managed to change into my pajamas and still left this on. So we arrived, we had a bit of a wander around the stalls, we got ourselves a drink, settled down, because it was hot today. When it first started, I'm not entirely sure. I didn't think it was going to be that hot. It was a bit overcast when we left. Or I should say it was a bit overcast when we woke up this morning and started going out to get an early lunch before we headed out. But it was very sunny and hot by the time we arrived, because the event started at 1, and it was a lovely, like, it's a campsite, a glamping site, so it really benefited from it being a nice day. It possibly would have been a bit harder for people walking around in the rain, but at the same time I don't think it would have dampened anyone's spirits too much. So yeah, there were a lot of little stalls, there were stages where you could go and have talks with the authors on their writing processes and everything. You could learn bits more about the genres or subgenres of the romance genre. They'd had workshops, they had all these different activities, stalls. It was great. So the first thing we actually did was, there was this little stall, a charming story, and you could create your own charms. So they had bookmarks, key rings, necklaces and bracelets, and we sat there and I made a little bracelet with a bunch of really cool charms. You probably can't see it as well, but yeah, I made a really pretty little charm bracelet, and yeah, I managed to attach all the charms myself, which was really cool. She did offer, the woman who ran the stall offered to do it for us, but I thought I'd give it a go just to see if I could do it. And yeah, I managed to make the bracelet myself, which was a really cool experience. I don't think I know I haven't done anything like that before. So yeah, that was really cool. I should also say, everyone I met today at this festival was absolutely lovely. There was no one that, like, everyone was in a great mood. Everyone was really into what they were doing, and you could have a good laugh with everyone. So it was a really good experience. And as you can see, I've got quite a few things to get through today on this little haul video. So yeah, it was a really good experience. I need to set this camera back up and it's falling down, sorry. I should have just left it be. Anyway, yeah, so that was actually the first activity we did. We'd had a wander around, got ourselves some drinks, and then yeah, we decided to go and have a go with these charms. It was actually something we both wanted to do, but it was one of the few things my sister actually asked to do today. So yeah, it was really cool. Then we went back to a couple of the bookstores. So there was a stall for Chocolate, a publishing company, and they had a little wheel that you could spin to win prizes. And I spun it and earned like a mystery bag, which the bag itself looks really cool. It's like a little white tote with a bunch of different tropes on the front written in pink. But inside is really cute. So you've got a little book holder, little bookcase. So yeah, and it's got little hockey sticks and bows and books all over the front, which is really cool. I also got, so you might have remembered from my last video, I got a lot of bookmarks today, like a lot. Some of them are books that I hope to read in the future. Some are like this one, which is for a publishing house actually who offer author advice, so I might go and give that one a check. But yeah, I've got a bunch of them that look really cool, so I'm gonna look into those and see what I can find basically. But yeah, I got loads of bookmarks. I got a little postcard for one of their books that's coming out, or that has recently come out. I've got another bookmark. My sister actually got that book while we were there, so yeah, that's a good start to the day. And then I also had a bunch of little badges. You can't really read them, and I've got them upside down. But yeah, little cute badges. A little bit of chocolate because they're called Chocolate. So yeah, and then a little chili sticker. And my favorite, I just thought they were really cool. But yeah, it could just be different. But yeah, a little hockey pencil and eraser, rubber, whatever you want to call it, and a little stress ball, which is going to be great. I'm going to take this with me to work and have it sat on my desk so that I can have it in meetings, because I fiddle with my pens during meetings and I've managed to launch them across the room multiple times, which probably isn't the best way to do things. So yeah, I'm gonna be a bit more careful with that in the future. So we had a really good time actually. I wasn't expecting to go and spin a wheel and get free merch, but yeah, it worked. And actually, on the topic of free merch, we went to the stall next door as well, and they also had a spin the wheel event going on. So once you spun the wheel, you won a prize there, and I actually won a free book. So I thought this cover was like really cute. I thought it looked really pretty and sweet, and that kind of drew me into it. But reading the blurb, it's one that I've actually heard of before. So I follow One More Chapter on Facebook, and I see their posts, and this was one they mentioned a little while back, and I remember thinking it was a really cute, it looked like a really cute, easy read. So I'm quite excited to give it a go. And I mean, when you do that, it's so soft. It's lovely. It feels lovely, and it feels like one that it's going to be really easy to hold and read. I'm really looking forward to reading this. So that was like the first kind of thing, and then we carried on walking around looking at different stores. I didn't want to buy too much at the start because then I'd have to carry books around with me, and bear in mind I'd already won some stuff, so it was a bit like, oh, I don't want to be loaded up so early on. But then I'd been suggesting we do this pub quiz that they had on. So some of the stuff they had were different activities. So they had a pub quiz that was, you joined a team. I think we were in teams of 6, and they'd ask a bunch of questions about books. So we had 4 rounds, I think it was. 4 rounds, and then an additional picture kind of round. So it was me, my sister, and these 4 other women I had never met before. and it was really good. So we had a bit of a laugh about how we weren't sure we'd do very well. None of us had done anything like this before. We had an author with us as well, so I actually have one of her bookmarks, I believe. Yeah. So I might have a quick look at some of those books. But yeah, it was a really good event. We had a lot of fun, and we just had a bit of a laugh saying, oh, we're not going to do very well. We ended up coming second. We missed out on first place by 1 point, which was a little frustrating, but at the same time, we thought we were going to come last. So I think we can take that win. And because we came second place, we got to have second choice of all the prizes. So we were allowed to pick one book and up to three of the little items they had there. So this book actually I'd been looking at last year. I want to say last year. I don't actually know. When was it published? It might have been earlier this year. But I know I've been looking at it for a while. It's got copyright 2021 and 2025, so I must have been last year. But yeah, so I was actually looking at this book the other year and thinking it looked good and that I'd like to buy it. I actually got the collector's edition, so it's got like pretty edges. It's got like little boats. So I'm actually really looking forward to it. And it's another one that is so soft when you do that. So yeah, I'm quite looking forward to this. So I got another book, and then I also got a little sticker and another little badge. So it's reflecting, but yeah. So that was really cool, and we had a lot of fun with that. I was a bit nervous about doing it, but I know my sister definitely was. But afterwards, she said it was a lot of fun, and you seem to know more than you think you will. Which, yeah, I think I went in thinking, oh, I'm not going to know anything. But there were a couple questions where, yeah, I knew the answer straight away. There was one that I knew the answer to. No one else knew the answer, and I couldn't remember it to save my life from the start. I knew it was to do with ballet shoes. And I was reciting all this useless information. I was like, it's becoming a TV show. It's had a film adaptation. I'm fairly sure Emma Watson was in it. This, and this. And I'm like, I can't remember. And then I actually did remember. But because I was the only one who could, I was doubting myself the entire time. I was like, I have to get this right. I did get it right, which was really good. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun. So after that, we then went around again. And because it was nearing the time that the event finished, we thought, okay, we'll actually buy some books now. We'll go out and we'll purposefully look for books. So the first purchase I made, book-wise, today was Electrifying Awakening by Sarah Petrie. And just look at this. It is really pretty. I love the colours. And yeah, so she was telling us how there's like a little illustration here, and it's all the first two books in the series have this little illustration, and it's to do with the book. I'm really excited to read it. It's a little different from what I'm used to. It's not a teenager or a new adult. It's a mum, a woman who's already married. And yeah, so I'm quite interested to see how the romance genre has gone with that. But she's also got little recipe cards. So she's got like these that she's giving away. One of the locations she mentions, the cafes in the book, is actually a real place. So they've given her recipes to give out basically with her books of drinks that her characters drink, which I think is a really cool concept. So I'm actually really excited to read this and see how it goes. It'll definitely be one that I review on the site. But yeah, she even signed it, which... So that's one. This was actually my first purchase. So I'm excited to read it and let you know what I think of it. She even threw in a couple more stickers. I'm gonna have to find places for all these stickers, guys. I've got so many stickers and bookmarks, and I don't know what I'm gonna do with them. I just don't know. But yeah, look, I've got like little stickers. So cute. So then our final stop. Actually, it wasn't our final stop. I tell a lie. My sister then went and bought this book. Where's the thing gone? There's the bookmark. My sister went and bought A Moment in the Maldives. So we'd actually stopped by this stall earlier, and she'd really liked the book, but she hadn't known like that was definitely the one she wanted. She thought she'd want it, but she wanted to have a look around. And again, like I said, we didn't really want to be carrying the books around the whole day in case we went back and forth quite a bit. So she'd waited. Unfortunately, she didn't manage to get it signed because the author was away from the stall at the time. But she was still really excited, and she's promised to let me know what she thinks. I might have to go and buy it myself just to find out what it's like. But yeah, A Moment in the Maldives by Susanna Hockman. So I'm keeping my ear out about that one. But then we made a final stop. So it wasn't even planned because I think at that point both of us had seen everything we wanted to. We'd both gone to the talks we wanted to, done a couple of activities, and a couple of the stalls were closing down. So we were like, right, we'll just start heading towards the exit, get bits together, get ready to head out. But we saw this stall, and the author on the stall actually started talking to us because it was so hot, and she was fanning herself as we walked past. So she offered to fan us, and we just started having a chat about how warm it was. But once my sister saw the books, she was so happy that we'd stopped. So our final stop for the day was actually to Rachel Stewart's booth, stall, however you want to put it. And so my sister has been seeing her books on TikTok and Instagram for quite a while now. So the fact that she hadn't even realised she was at this event, she was so excited because then we were talking about the books. We read all the blurbs. So she actually got one of the Filthy Rich series. I think she got the second one. Whereas I decided to get the hockey romance. So I got the Puck Stops here. So this one is actually part of a 4-book series, and each book is written by a different author actually. So I'm quite interested to read it, and if I enjoy it, I will go on and probably pick up the others. There's another one that's so nice and soft. I'm really happy with how these paperbacks are. I mean, I get excited about the hardbacks because they look prettier sometimes, but these paperbacks are all so soft when you open them and flick through, and I really like that. I'm not gonna lie, that is a big appeal. But also on her stand, she had Blind Date with a Book. So I actually had to explain what this was when we were going around. So for those of you who don't know, it is where you pick a book not based on the blurb or the cover, but on the little comments written on it. So some will have the type. So this was a romance literature fest. So obviously it was going to be a romance book, but most of them will have the genre. They'll have like the characters, defining traits, possibly the age range. This one says festive feels, marriage of convenience, and friends to lovers. So this one more has the tropes that are used in it. And I'm quite looking forward to reading this. So it was actually a promotional offer. Once you bought one of her books, you got one of these for free. And she's put in like little stickers, bookmarks, a pen, more little postcards for me to enjoy and remember. She's given us like a little postcard with her socials to stay in touch. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to reading all these books that I got. This was a really cool concept. I quite liked how everyone was so friendly there, and we had such a lovely time. And getting to chat with all the authors was really good as well, because obviously not everyone has the same journey. And it was just really nice hearing them all talk about their work and just seeing that passion for what they're doing and being really engaged and wanting to talk about their craft and their book and being so excited that everyone is there and they're getting to share in this experience. Most people on the stands were going to the talks, or they were swapping in and out, or like they were leading a talk or leading an event, and it was really good to just see so many people coming together and being so nice to everyone because they all have this shared interest. I would definitely recommend this event if you're in the area next year. I think it is a yearly event, so I would definitely recommend it to anyone if you're interested in romance books. But yeah, I don't know what else to say. Keep an eye out for the book reviews that will be coming once I have got through my TBR pile. It is growing. It is massive. I think I have over 15 books in it now. So I don't know when I'm going to get all of these book reviews done or all of these books read anyway. I'm hoping I'll get to them soon. I mean, I've still got the ones from the Comic-Con that I've got to review for you guys. And I've got one from one of my I'm calling her one of my favourite authors. She's my favourite author of the year. So I've got one of her new ones as well. So I am really excited about all of this, and I can't wait to share these stories with you as and when they come up. Okay, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys at some point in the future, hopefully. Okay, bye.